production, shattering preconceptions. When one mentions the word construction, the image that often comes to mind is one of hardship, of dust, of the clamor of machinery, and of sweat rolling down sun-darkened faces. This is an undeniable reality, a part of the larger picture. But if we stop there, we miss a world brimming with color, a symphony of emotions, and profound not merely a job of muscle and concrete. It is a creative journey, a song of collaboration, and a testament to the human aspiration to reach higher. This essay will be a voyage into that world, to discover and celebrate the simple yet incredibly powerful joys. Joys built from the very bricks, steel beams, and hearts of the builders. Easily visible emotion. It does not glitter like the glass. Sketching the first lines, in the knowing nod of the engineer who has solved a difficult structural problem, and in the hearty laughter of workers as they voice the massive need to place together. It is the joy of creation, of witnessing an intangible idea gradually let us, for a moment, set aside
regret meets CCTV footage.
Let us listen closely to the sound of the construction site, look deeply into the minds of the craftsmen, and feel the pulse of life rising. Because there,
Ever wonder what happens when
Chapter 1. The joy of creation from idea to form. The most primal and perhaps most intense joy in the construction industry. It is a miraculous process that transforms thoughts and dreams from the mind into a physical entity that can touch, use, and can endure for generations. This process does not belong exclusively to the architect or the engineer. It permeates through every individual involved in the project. 1.1. Every great structure begins with an idea, a spark in someone's mind. It could be a family's dream of a warm home where their children will grow up. It could be an entrepreneur's vision of a modern office tower, a symbol of success. Or it could be an entire community's aspiration to connect two shores, erasing separation. The joy begins right here. On a blank sheet. The architect, the pencil, is not just they are designing living spaces, shaping emotions. Where should this be? Is this hallway wide enough to feel welcoming? Is that communal courtyard green enough for children to play and the elderly to rest? These are questions filled to the using space and materials to tell a story of life, comfort, and beauty. Technical drawings with their thousands of complex details may look dry to an outsider, but to those in the industry, they are a treasure map, a promise of a great adventure about to begin. Every number, every symbol is a detailed guide for the grand journey They are like silent guardians. Sheltering the people within. 1.2. The groundbreaking ceremony. Is not just a symbolic act. It is a dedication to the building style. Share firm handshakes and smiles full of trust. For the workers, they look at the empty bottles. The seeds might still be growing, and in their minds, they can already visualize what the building will look like. Joy is the joy of a new beginning. They know it from their homes, and through collaboration with communities, something new and great is about to be born from this very ground. The feeling of being part of the inception, of witnessing the transformation from zero, is an invaluable source of motivation. 1.3. The miracle of formation, when skeleton and flesh appear. This is the phase where the joy of creation becomes most apparent and intangible. Day by day,
Tecnologia! 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 Tecnologia!
They work with intense concentration. Every tie, every correctly placed steel bar is a guarantee for the future. Their foundation.
Sorry. Look.
Solid mass. When the formwork is removed, revealing smooth, powerful concrete walls and columns, it is a moment of deep satisfaction. It feels like unveiling a curtain. Joy spreads across the site. Look at it. But it is they who are raising it to the sky. Every completed floor slab, every erected wall, is a milestone of victory. It is a simple but deeply legitimate. It resides in the small details. The bricklayer finds joy in laying bricks in perfectly straight lines, creating a flat, beautiful wall. Turning a rough surface into opening and closing movements. Every task, no matter how small, is an act of creation, contributing to the overall beauty of the whole. To witness a structure gradually take shape is a unique experience. It is like watching a time-lapse film. Then it is clothed in the flesh of concrete glass windows. Each stage brings a different kind of joy. It's a living symphony with its own rhythm, its own sections, and containing the very soul it laid. To perceive this symphony is also a joy and a deep connection to the work. 2.1. The special orchestra and its unique instruments. Imagine the construction of a grand stage. This is the most vibrant and powerful. Whack, whack, creates an urgent rhythm. The growl of a concrete drill is resolute and definitive. The clanging of steel bars. The sound of a pile of rival drums. War drums urging the troops forward. These sounds are not.
Oh, there it goes.
Soaring like a violin in a crescendo. The faint whine of a crane's winch cable as it is a sound of music. The brass section, the blast of a truck swarm as it They are the sounds of power, of logistics, ensuring the nourishment of the project.
Holy shit!
Watch out to alert a team. Short, precise explosions between teams. Bursts of laughter and cheerful banter during breaks. These sounds will harmoniously functioning body. The joy here is the joy of fun. Read this symphony. They know that a certain machine's sound means a particular task is underway. They hear a teammate's call and instantly understand. They can feel the urgency and the rhythm and the relaxation has been welcomed here. The feeling of being a part of one's own note to the collective symphony is a joy of belonging. 2.2. The rhythm of the symphony is the rhythm of the sun, creating different dawn, allegro fast. Spirited, the new day begins while the sky is still dim. The air is fresh and clear. First sounds are greetings exchanged among colleagues. The rhythm is still nature, but full of energy and preparation. The day's tasks. There is a sense of focus and all the sounds blend together, creating an atmosphere of urgent and bustling waves. Faster, the machine roars are louder, the voices are stronger. Every corner. This is when progress is seeing the fruits of one's one's labor appear right before one's eyes. Movement 3, the lunch break, andante slow, leisurely, replaced by the gentle hum of sharing a simple but telling these stories. This is a time to recharge. Movement 4, the afternoon. The rhythm becomes more steady, more persistent. Everyone focuses on completing the goals set for the day. A silent effort to overcome fatigue and stately as the sun sets, the work concludes. The last machines are turned off. The space becomes surprisingly quiet. Only the sound of footsteps and tools being cleaned and put away remains. People look back at the results of their day's labor. The silhouette of the structure stretches long across the ground. There is a profound satisfaction in this silence. The joy now is the joy of completion. The peace after a day of dedicated work. Is a vital part of life on the construction site. Each passing day is meaningful and purposeful, rather than just a tedious repetition. Chapter 3, Camaraderie, the glue that binds the pieces. If created, goes through the body of the construction site, nourishing and binding everything together. Construction is never a one-person job. Bond formed, camaraderie. 3.1. In the same boat. On a construction site, everyone, from the supervising engineer to the general laborer, is in the same boat, heading towards the same goal. Complete the project safely, high quality, and on schedule. The mutual dependence needs the helper to mix mortar to the correct everyone needs the crane operator to transport materials safely. This interdependence creates a deep sense of responsibility for one's own. You feel more secure in your own time. This trust is priceless. It transforms a group of individual workers into a powerful team. The language of the site. Camaraderie is also expressed through a unique language that requires no words. It is a language. The person below knows to send up his praise. A specific whistle can be the signal for everyone to work the heavy output. This wordless understanding is only achieved after a long time of working together, observing and coordinating. It demonstrates an incredible synergy, like dancers on a helping people feel closer and more connected. 3.3. Camaraderie is nurtured in the smallest of sharing in work. When one worker sees a heavy steel bar, another will not hesitate. Young, inexperienced workers struggle. Veteran craftsmen will patiently teach them. Tricks without holding anything back. They don't just transfer. This self-control creates an one person sharing hot tea, another is they ask about each other's families, worries and hardships of life, seem to lessen in these heartfelt conversations. The joy here is everything. The knowledge that one is not alone in the struggle to make a living. Overcoming hardship together. The construction site is not always smooth sailing. There are days of relentless rain when work halts. After overcoming a challenge, the joy of camaraderie is a warm, human joy. It transforms the construction site from a mere workplace into a second home. It is the invisible but incredibly strong glue that binds people from different regions, with different backgrounds, into a unified whole. And it is this unified whole that has the strength to erect structures that will stand the test of time. Challenges, the joy of conquest. Joy would not be complete without challenges. It is the process of facing and overcoming solving problems with no ready-made fixes. Construction is not just manual labor. It demands logical thinking, problem solving skills, recycling resources. A set of construction drawings is simply reading, understanding, and visualizing a three-dimensional space from a two-dimensional plan is a challenge in itself. But the greater challenge the water pipe running into a road. At this point, the engineer, the supervisor, must come together, discuss, and find a solution. The moment a clever fix is found, one that ensures compromise design, brings an immense sense of satisfaction. Of winning a difficult puzzle, responding to the unexpected. Reality is always different from the drawings. This saying holds true on every site. Perhaps when digging the foundation, they discover an underground spring not shown in the survey, or a specific material. These situations demand thinking and reality. Alternatives. But when everything is resolved and the project is indescribable, it is the joy of innovation in execution. Sometimes complex architectural detail. They must devise a special type of formwork. These small innovations. The joy here is probably not just an executive, but an innovator. 4.2. Physical challenges, the limits of endurance. It is undeniable that a construction is materials and standing or moving continuously for hours.
Ain't no way that thing's overloaded. Hell no.
Hey, John, you throw me water, please?
Challenges from nature, dialogue, the scorching sun, on summer days, temperature on site can be extremely high. Heat absorbs concrete radiates, but they have their own way. Wide rim paths with big covering stars and bottles of cold water past them. They encourage you to get through a ensuring safety is a small one. The sudden rain is when rain is in, the whole site buffers like an ant colony. Everyone takes it. And when the rain passes, they quickly get back to work, mitigating its effects. The joy in confronting nature is a special one. It gives one the feeling of being part of the natural world. Fight nature, but learn to have it done. The feeling of erecting a sturdy roof. Chapter 4. We only marvel at the beauty of a building. But has its own personality. Wood is warm, familiar, and has a distinct The carpenter finds joy in running a hand over smooth plank, feeling its weight. The brain tells the story it's life. When they saw a log, it's like the process of turning a rough piece of wood into a fine block is captivating. Their They feel the solidity and and the skeleton of modern structures. A steelworker doesn't see steel bars as cold metal. They see in them latent power, an extraordinary capacity to wear them. Their joy comes from building, cutting, and welding these bars exactly according to the technical drawings. They know that these skeletons are carrying the entire weight of the structure, providing safety for workers or even balance. Concrete, but once it's cured, it becomes incredibly strong. The joy of working with concrete is the joy of transformation.
Tecnologia! Tecnologia!
Solid and powerful form emerges. When all its structures and materials are exposed. An unplastered brick wall, with its neat rows of reddish bricks, has a rustic and warm charm. A system exposed
Go on, Eric.
beams and columns, displaying the power of this structure as a beauty of honesty and without every day. They see the anatomy of the building, understand how it works, how its parts this joy, like that of a surgeon who knows in the human body. They don't just see the outward, they take pride in because they know that the finished beauty of the outside is built upon a foundation Chapter 6,
Gerçekten bedemeyeceğim.
There is one indispensable note, a foundation note that determines the existence of all others.
What are you doing in the car?
Many might think of safety.
We don't get rained out. We get rained out.
Safety is the source of the most. Adhering to safety regulations is not just about protecting oneself. It is an act of respect for one's colleagues, one's family, and the world. Respect for colleagues. Hard hat and properly uses a safety net. They are not only protecting their own, they are also bringing peace of mind. Following safety is the greatest gift, the most sincere. Joy here is peace of mind, the serene feeling of knowing Point 2. A palpable sense of relief and joy it is the result of the effort, caution, and awareness of the environment. This joy may not be as explosive as completing a major task. It is a testament to professionalism. Another break in building confidence for the entire project. Everyone can proudly say, we don't just build buildings, we build them safely. 6.0 3. Innovation for a better workplace. Joy and safety also comes from progress in science and technology. New technologies, modern protective equipment, and smarter work processes are increasingly helping to minimize...
We'll just stick a bar in here and make it loose.
With smart warning systems, or robots that replace humans in dangerous tasks. All bring joy. It is the joy of seeing the work environment, of seeing human life increasingly valued. Ultimately, safety is the foundation of all other joys and surroundings. Without safety, there can be no transcendent creativity, no complete joy. Safety has the silence the most important. Full, meaningful entirety. Chapter 7. This is the final chapter of Joy in Construction. It is the joy of seeing the fruits of one's labor become a part of the world, serving the community, leaving a legacy.